Another video. Throw it in here.
No bun.
Okay. Thank you. This guy wants to feed Nigel. He gave her some chicken. Here, Nigel. I'm back with another video for you guys because I can't let my girl go out like that. It's a lot of people online talking a lot of mess, and I just want to do a video and tell y'all something about that. There's a website called detainedindubai.com, and if you go on that website, you can search SASSY Trucker. And I just want to read to you guys something from that website. It says, in some of these cases, it was clearly apparent the officers involved were accustomed to receiving reports from particular companies and were likely receiving a share of the proceeds. Police corruption in Dubai has been highlighted over the past decade, but little has been done to clamp down on the issue. False allegations against foreigners are profitable to the accusers, lawyers, and the hotels that the victims are forced to stay in during the proceeding. False allegations against visitors has been a profitable business for authorities, companies, and individuals who use the justice system to extort tourists who don't know how to navigate the complex legal system. The issue is so prevalent that more needs to be done to warn potential tourists and investors of these real risks. And then the person who's helping Tiara, or SASSY Trucker, said Tiara will also find out firsthand how racist people are in Dubai. Not only is she a woman, but she's an African American descent, and the UAE is notoriously prejudiced, whether it be the rental car company itself or police authorities. Some other stuff about this website, like there's other cases on here where women have been raped and they were gang raped and then charged with having sex outside of their marriage. So it says UK charity warns tourists in Dubai not to report rape after a woman was gang raped and arrested. Women who have been charged with having sex outside of marriage after being raped, and now it appears that they can't even defend themselves when intimidated by men. I say all of that to say, all of y'all who got something to say, she took herself to Dubai and she shouldn't have went overseas, if she doesn't know how to act, she shouldn't have raised her voice, she shouldn't have yelled. It's corruption. SASSY is not like that. I don't know a lot about her, but I do know that she is a soft-spoken person. She's very sweet. She's very charming. She doesn't disrespect people. She doesn't raise her voice. She's not what the media is portraying her to be. And that is what's pissing me off, because people are making videos about her saying that she yelled and she needs to learn how to like a comment on my Facebook, on my Instagram page, because I've been posting this and I'm going to post it every single day, because no. Somebody said she's arguing with a man in the Middle East. She lucky it was in Dubai, because any other parts they may have killed her. Women have little to say over there, and you definitely don't argue with or yell at a man. That's not what I wanted to read. Oh, sorry. This person said, I'm going by what her mother said in the news. If you guys only rely on the news for your information, something is wrong with you. I learned in college, because, you know, going to college does have its perks, that in communications class, there's a thing called reputable sources. And a reputable source is where the news first drops, and then it trickles down to the news stations. If it didn't come from a reputable source, then don't listen to it. A reputable source would be something like NPR, the Associated Press, or AP News, New York Times, not CNN, not Fox News. They get their information from there, or sometimes even places worse than that, worse than other places. But the Associated Press, let's see what it says. Let's see if the Associated Press or Fox News, or New York Times, or, because CNN reported on it. Yeah, SASSY Trucker. Let's see. Because they're not going to sit there and put out fake news, right? They're not, and that's what Trump was talking about. That's why I don't say, that's why a while ago I said, I don't fuck with Trump, but I just don't fuck with him, right? I'm not cool, I'm not following him, I'm not a supporter, but I'm not a supporter, right? Because some stuff Trump says is actually true. Fake news. So Tierra, I'm gonna Google Tierra Allen and Dubai, because it's, and let's see who reported on this. The Daily Beast, Newsweek, Opoyi, Fox 26 Houston, PKB News, The Sun. There's no reputable sources that reported on this. So when y'all are talking about, I just got my information from the news, it's not a reputable source. So whatever the news station that you heard of, who gave you that information, they can say whatever they want and you're going to believe it because it didn't come from a reputable source. What they're not going to tell you, and probably the reason why it's not posted on a reputable source, is the corruption that's going on in Dubai and how they, like they said, how they, what's the word I'm looking for? Let me look for it. How they extort tourists, how this is a profitable business out there. That man, it wouldn't be far-fetched for me to believe that the man who started all of this knows black women have tempers or can be loud. And it wouldn't be far-fetched that this man started some shit with her because he knew she was going to say something back. She was going to defend herself. And there you go. That's all he needed. Hook and bait. What is it? Bait, hook and bait. That was the bait. This is what she said on this website. This is what Sassy Trucker Tierra Allen said. The manager was being rude and mean to me. I felt so scared. He followed me outside the office and I felt very intimidated. I told him to stop, but instead he called the police and opened the case against me, apparently for screaming. I'm shocked that he frightened me. I told him to stop, and now the police said I can't go home. I told them I have a medical emergency and needed to return to the U.S., but they wouldn't let me. I've now found out the police could keep me here for months while they decide whether to prosecute me, and if they do, I could go to prison. The news didn't tell y'all that, did it? Did the news tell y'all that? That y'all listening to? Did they tell you that? Nope. They didn't tell y'all that. And it says, in some of these cases, it's clearly apparent that the officers involved were accustomed to receiving reports from particular companies and were likely receiving a share of the proceeds. Police corruption in Dubai has been highlighted over the past decade, but little has been done to clamp down on the issue. False allegations against foreigners are profitable to the accusers, lawyers, and the hotel victims that are forced to stand during those proceedings. Tina is her mom. And she said, we are all humans, and it's just shameful that we live in a world where one human would destroy another over skin color. I've been so distressed over this situation and praying for her to come home. She's always been the most happy, upbeat, and energetic lady, and it's overwhelming to see her depressed and frightened. I really hope the government will step in and help her. Can you imagine, y'all? Like, if y'all know SASSY Trucker, I'm so frustrated by this. Like, y'all know what? Last night, I couldn't even get no sleep over this. And I actually thought about asking my company to send me home, because I'm going to get off the truck anyway, and actually go and help Tiara's mom. Like, I want to help. I don't know what I can do, but I want to help. Because it's not fair. It's not fair. This is not fair. And the most unfair part about it is Dubai is a rich country. They got money, right? And little old Tiara, little SASSY Trucker, she don't got no money like that. It's not fair. How is she gonna get out of this situation? I need y'all to go to, listen to this. This is from BBC Southeast. BBC Southeast discusses students detained in Dubai over rental car extortion with Rhoda Sterling. It's 3 minutes, okay? So I'm gonna let y'all hear this.
Christchurch University have been stranded in Dubai for more than 2 months after a row over a damaged hire car. James Duawifi and Stanley Kundashora flew there in August to celebrate their birthdays. But when they returned their rented car, an argument erupted after they were told they were owed thousands of pounds. Legal campaigners say they are the victims of a scam and are fighting to get them home.
Hey, listen to that again. Listen to what she said.
Argument erupted after
a
row over a damaged hire car. James Duawifi and Stanley Kundashora flew there in August to celebrate their birthdays. But when they returned their rented car, an argument erupted after they were told they were owed thousands of pounds. Legal campaigners say they are the victims of a scam and are fighting to get them home, as Piers Hopkirk reports.
It was supposed to be the birthday treat of a lifetime. But for James Duawifi and Stanley Kundashore, it's turned into a nightmare. Thousands of pounds out of pocket, banned from leaving Dubai, and now fearing they may face prison.
I feel like not knowing, the unknown is what's really frightens, like what's going to happen next. I don't know whether they're going to prosecute us, going to put us in maybe jail, or I'm not too sure what the consequence might be.
The pair flew out to Dubai on August the 31st for a joint birthday celebration, hiring a high-end Range Rover as a one-off treat. But when it was damaged in a prang, they found themselves caught in what they believe was an extortion scam. Saying the rental company thought they must be wealthy footballers, the students say they were first asked to pay £5,000, then a further £7,000. Feeling they had no option, they turned to family for help, and in the end handed over £12,000 to settle the matter. Things got even worse when, in trying to retrieve one of their passports from the rental company, they've been accused of assault, faced a demand for a further £30,000, and while police investigate, have been banned from leaving the country. Legal campaigner Rhoda Sterling is supporting the students.
I mean, this situation's absolutely appalling, and it's commonplace. Now, this rental car agency has essentially extorted these young university students who were only supposed to be in Dubai for just a few days celebrating their birthday.
How desperate are you to get back?
Literally, I would do anything to get her. Like, this situation just made me understand how much I actually enjoy being home and I enjoy being in university.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that, right?
So much. I'll do anything to go like that.
While the rental company deny the allegations, James and Stanley remain in limbo, unsure when they'll be allowed home to their families and their studies.
Well,
so what I need to know is what happened to those 2 kids. Let me see if I can put this up because it's hot. I wonder what happened to those 2 kids. Sheesh, it's hot in here. Because this is what they're doing. This was also on that website, detainedindubai.org. I suggest y'all go do your research. And for anybody who's on here who has something to say negative, who wants to blame her, I say do your research and get the context behind it first, because a lot of people got a lot to say, but they're not getting the context behind it. They don't even really know what's going on, Loki. They're just saying stuff because of what they saw on the news, which is not fair. It's not fair. And that's all I wanted to say. What? Who gonna check me, B? It's just sad because it's just not fair that she got to go through this extortion. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. I have some editing to do. And free SASSY Trucker. Get the full context. Let's see if Associated Press, let me check. I'm gonna go on their website and see if they reported anything. AP News. Which right now is probably, they're probably not, because there's so much other big stories coming. I Googled her name. No, not Google, but I did a search on their website of her name. Doesn't come up under her name. Let's see if it comes up under her YouTube name. Nope. Let's see if it comes up under social media. I'll just search up Dubai. Influencer detained in Dubai. It didn't come up with her, but it came up on somebody else. An influencer arrested over TikTok video satirizing a wealthy emirate in Dubai shows limits on freedoms. This is in 2016. He was arrested over satirical TikTok video in which he portrays a brash Emirati on a spinning spree inside a luxury car showroom. The comedic sketch in which he tosses stacks of bills at bewildered employees and offers to buy most expensive car. So he got arrested for that. See, like, so AP is not reporting on it. So wherever anybody is getting their news from, they're getting it from non-reputable sources, from gossip columns and celebrity stuff like TMZ and stuff like that. So the information, all of the information may not be the correct information. And then it's also a legal investigation. So a lot of information can't be, put out there because it's a legal investigation. And I'm sure they already went to, the embassy and all that stuff and all of that. So We need a way to communicate with you. We need to get this sorted out ASAP. To communicate with me? Why do you need to communicate with me? Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. I don't even know if I'll be able to focus on work. Not truck driving, but like my website and getting all of that done when all of this is happening. But I'll let y'all go and just do your research, okay? Stop believing everything y'all hear and see on the internet. Talk to y'all later. Bye.